Okay, so I'm here to talk about the Alepa block wish concept, which is basically now a feature in the Alepa grocery chain in the greater Helsinki area. Just as a background information, so Alepa it's a grocery and convenience store chain in the greater Helsinki area in Finland. But it's also a part of the nationwide S-Group co-op group of chains. So this is important to remember when I talk about the concept later on. Alepa has about 130 units, that is stores in the Helsinki area. And it's basically one of the 5 chains that the S Group has in the region. So the whole background of this concept that we started to ideate and create was to perform better in the marketplace in terms of brand identifiers. So what the brand was fighting against in the Helsinki market were a number of supermarket and grocery store chains and some kiosks as well, as presented in the slide in the bottom. But the key competitor was the Kesko chain, grocery chain, K-market competitor. So Alepa was head-to-head with that competitor in the Helsinki market. And what the challenge was that the K-market chain was run by shop owners, whereas the Alepa chain was run by just shopkeepers. They were not entrepreneurs. So the perception, the brand perception of consumers was that the K-market chain could operate in a more agile and flexible way and could change their assortment in the store way easier than the Alepa chain. So this wasn't true, and we wanted to find a way to communicate this very, very important feature in the brand. So what we were aiming at changing was this. So between the years 2012-2015, quite steadily the brand perception in terms of the question, can you influence the store assortment, was not very flattering towards the Alepa chain. So the perception was heavily angled towards the competitor in this key brand feature. And the importance of that feature is that if you want to buy something and if you want to get something quickly from your corner store, it's important that the assortment is designed in such a way that you will find what you're looking for. So the solution to this problem was to create what we called a block wish. So it's basically something that we already did, but we started marketing and concepting it over the couple of years way better. So the initial idea was to tell the audience in the stores that, yeah, if you want something in the shop, just make a wish. And we started doing that within the shops, within the units, and the customers really liked it. The thing was that they didn't know that they could influence the assortment in a chain run operation as well as they might in the entrepreneur run shops. So once we realized that this is something that they just don't know or they don't realize, we started marketing the block wish concept and this was around 2017 or so. And the results were quite good. But the problem we had in really exploiting that feature of ours was that the customers didn't really always know what to wish for. So we would have to have a product, a specific product, jotted down by the shopkeepers, that this customer wants this product, and sometimes that was pretty difficult. So what we did was two things. We created a service in Facebook, in the messenger side. We created a chatbot where basically in the chatbot the consumers could wish for a product, writing something like this kind of sugar-free juice, for instance. And then 2018 we integrated that chatbot into our backend systems. Basically the bot would answer to the request maker, to the user, that here are all the juices that we have in our inventory, the whole S group inventory, not just the Alepa inventory, but anywhere in our large operation. So that gave them specific ideas of what they could wish for, and press the button basically. So this is the process from left to right. So you ask something in the chatbot, and the chatbot gives you options from the whole of the large S group inventory, and then you pick the location where you want that product, and then within 2 or 3 days the product will appear in the store. So that's basically the concept. And the results were way larger than, way bigger than we expected. So in our core target group, which is young city dwellers, the impact in the brand perception was massive. So the K-market chain still retained their 23% brand perception figure, whereas Alepa, which used to be 10% in the earlier years, now only between I would say 12 months from the launch, we reached 51% yes answers to the question, can you influence the store assortment? So the change was massive, from 10% to 51% in one of the key brand parameters that we had. And here's just a graph showing that when we launched the chatbot and made it easier for people to wish for a product in a specific location, not just in the location but also from their homes and so on. So the brand perception started to skyrocket. And it's still going on, it's still improving slightly, not as rapidly as it used to a year or two ago, but it's continuing, and people are still using it. So you don't have to have a large number of these wishes. Basically what we do is we get one wish and we can implement that wish. There are about one wish per store per day made every day, and about 21% of them we can fulfill. Some of the easier requests to be fulfilled are prep meals and candy and beer and so on, whereas the fresh foods like fresh meat and veggies is a bit more challenging. And of course, for some reason, tea is also pretty challenging to do. But so the results were impressive in in our targets, and they're still improving. That was not the only goal we reached. There was also other things that happened during this campaign and this process. So we were marking the wishes in the stores, in the physical stores, by using a tag like that. So that basically meant that we could demand a higher price of the product, but because people thought that, yeah, okay, someone's wished this product, so it must be good. Also, they stay longer in the assortment, and we can draw larger volumes and create better margins through that. And of course, it communicates the continuous improvement of assortment in our stores, which is also a very important feature. So that's basically what we achieved just within a couple of months when we launched the chatbot. But the key takeout from this is that now the Alepa chain has a feature which is well known and relevant, and the feature is that you can wish for any products in your local corner store, and we most likely will be able to fulfill your wish. And this is something that 95% of our consumers think is relevant and a great or a good service. So the feedback based on the performance and the relevance of this kind of a service has been tremendous from the marketplace. And we'll probably continue doing that to other stores as well. We're planning on releasing this to some of the other grocery chains that we own in Finland, but this is still in the works. Okay, thank you. And if you have any questions, we can talk about those. Thanks.